What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on this upcoming series between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets, right? And part of that is Dillon Brooks from the Houston Rockets made a statement that I think is going to give Golden State even more motivation, more like more bulletin board type material. And I know that Golden State don't really need it, but I think certain players on Golden State get fired up by this type of talk from their opponents. And so Dillon Brooks said that I feel sorry for them. They beat Memphis just to lose to just to lose in the first round against us, right? And that's Dillon Brooks talking about Golden State. Now, like I said, I think that players like Jimmy Butler will take this personally and use this as extra motivation. Draymond Green, I think him too. He'll take it, as motivation. Well, Steph Curry seems to probably be more more even keel. I don't know that Steph Curry will even pay a statement like that too much attention, but I know that once they get out on that court, and if Dillon Brooks starts to be like extra aggressive and really challenge Steph Curry, then Steph Curry will step his game up. And I've seen Steph Curry against Dillon Brooks several times, and he made Dillon Brooks, he almost broke Dillon Brooks' ankles a few times. So I don't think I think this statement was more so to get Dillon Brooks, more so to get himself probably pumped up and his teammates pumped up against Golden State. Dillon Brooks has seen Steph Curry and Golden State enough to know that they the real deal, and I think that Dillon Brooks is trying to get into their head and also his own head by making this type of statement. Now, I don't want to overlook the Houston Rockets when it comes to them playing against Golden State, because I think that the fact that they are younger, and if they carry this game, I mean this series to like the distance, then that can be dangerous for Golden State. But other than that, let me see, they play pretty good defense too. This team is led by Ime Udoka, and Ime Udoka, he stresses defense. So Houston plays defense. They play pretty good defense, and they're going up against an older team. So that will pose a problem for Golden State. But I think Golden State play good defense too. And I think that Golden State is a better defensive team than Houston. So I think that Houston at times will find it, they'll find it difficult to get a basket. They may even go for like a minutes at a time without scoring. So you know, pretty much I think that Golden State is going to win this series. I think that if Golden State can slow Houston down as far as scoring, making sure they don't get any easy, too many easy baskets, then Golden State will probably come out on top. Also, I think Golden State have to watch their turnovers, because turnovers can really ignite a younger team. Like if once they start getting easy baskets, then that also can hurt Golden State. But long as Golden State take care of the basketball, play tough defense. I'm not even really worried about what they do at the offensive end, because Steph Curry, and Golden State, they're going to play their game at the offensive end. More importantly, is don't let this young team run. Don't let this young team get any easy baskets. And then I think that Golden State will definitely come out on top. But when yeah, Dillon Brooks makes these kind of statements, I think that it really do motivate Golden State probably as a whole. I'm gonna read this statement. It says, "I feel sorry for them. They beat Memphis just to lose in the first round against us." And so, Dillon Brooks with these kind of statements, man. This is the kind of stuff that Dillon Brooks do. He's been known for making. Now, this is not an outrageous statement, but he's been known to making some statements, that can be used as bulletin board materials. And you know, Dillon Brooks has done this against, he's done this against LeBron, and it's backfired. Uh, challenging some of the better players in the league. This is what Dillon Brooks do. I remember one, as a matter of fact, Dillon Brooks and Jimmy Butler has some history too, right? Dillon Brooks has challenged Jimmy Butler, and again, he lost in that matchup. I think that he is not Dillon Brooks is not as strong and big as strong as Jimmy Butler. So that matchup for him didn't go well. But this is when Jimmy Butler was playing for the Heat. And so, Dillon Brooks, I think he just tries different ways to get into his opponent's head. I don't think it's gonna work. I think Golden State can match the Houston Rockets like man for man when it comes to like playing physical. Like if Golden State was a less physical team, then I would be more concerned about somebody like Dillon Brooks, because Dillon Brooks can play pretty physical, but Golden State got some guys that can match that physicality, and so that's really going to nullify Dillon Brooks his physicality, and just what it'll be about is just coming down to which team can play their game the most. Like if Golden State can impose their will on the Houston Rockets, then Golden State will have an easy go at it with Houston. If Houston can impose their will on Golden State, I think the series will be close. But even in a close series, I just like in a close series, I like Golden State because of their championship pedigree, their experience in the tight moments and stuff like that. So that these veterans for Golden State are going to perform, when the game gets close or when the game is on the line. That Steph Curry is going to perform, and it's not even all on Steph Curry, especially, definitely not at the offensive end. It's not all on Steph Curry. So Jimmy Butler, who's known for raising his game in the playoffs, in a close game. I like the way Jimmy Butler, can perform. So Dillon Brooks and his guys from the Houston Rockets, they really have their work cut out for them. But they're up and coming team, and this will be, a test for them. This will be great experience for Houston, just so they can, they can learn from this experience, the playoffs. Um, yeah, I think they'll be able to take this experience and learn from it, but I don't think that they will advance because they going up against Golden State, a veteran team. You're talking about a team with four, with four championships, so they know what they're doing. They know how to win. They've been there before. All of the guys on this team, most of the guys on Houston team is it's inexperienced when it comes to Rocket they to winning in the playoffs. So that is don't get me wrong. I like Jalen Green, and I think Jalen Green is up and coming, but there's still some holes in Jalen Green's game that I think that I think that that can be exposed. I think that he'll be able to, if they allow him to get easy buckets, he'll be able to have some success. But other than that, I think his inexperience in these playoff situations, I think, is going to hinder him. I don't think they're really ready right now either. This I don't think that this Houston team is ready. They have not been battle tested, and this basically will be their first battle. And they're going up against a veteran team. So that's my take on it. I just think that Dillon Brooks was trying to get under their skin. I don't think it'll work. I think Golden State will get him out of there probably in about 6 games. But with that said, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.